How you doing, Gemini? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Gemini, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading, where I will pull a final message from the universe tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. You have this beautiful energy waiting to manifest for you here. You have the Six of Cups and the Strength card. So right now the universe is letting you know that there is a lot of heart coherence within you, a lot of trust, a lot of confidence, a lot of strength yearning to come out. And right now your inner child wants you to be strong because there is something big about to manifest for you. But in order for it to happen, you have to be ready. And that's the thing. We're always waiting for the universe, but the universe is waiting for us. And what does that really mean? It's like right now, deep down inside, you got to ask yourself, what is it that you are looking for, right? So for example, what is going to make you happy? Now you may tell yourself, well, I want to be with my soulmate. Okay, but why do you want to be with your soulmate? What is the core reason you want to be with your soulmate? Maybe you're like, because I want to be with my soulmate, because when I'm with my soulmate, I'm able to share my experiences with someone else, and therefore life's going to be more enjoyable. Fantastic. So you are looking to share experiences with someone else. Now, in order to share these experiences, you have to bring something to the table, right? Like for example, like you don't want to just be with your soulmate sitting at home watching TV doing nothing. You want to be out doing stuff. You want to be trying new things. You want to be learning stuff, whatever the case is, right? So rather than wait to do that with your soulmate, all you got to do is start doing that right now. Tell yourself, I am not going to manifest what I want. I'm going to manifest who I am. And my personality will create my personal reality. So rather than wait for your soulmate to enter your life, be so magnetic that your soulmate ends up showing up right here, right now, and spirit delivers this energy to you. So it's like, if you wanted to wait to be with your soulmate to go to the beach and watch a sunset, do it now. If you even wanted to wait to meet your soulmate and then to go start that business right now. Understand that the vision, the story, the future, once you start leading by example and taking that leap of faith, that energy will enter your life. Don't wait for it. And that's something, don't be like, I will be happy when, do it now, right? Don't be like, I will be, a business owner when I have a business. No, it's like you got to have the business first in order to be the business owner. Now you got the 8 and 9 of Swords. That is a synchronicity right now from Spirit, letting you know that if you have been feeling as if you're having a hard time sleeping at night, 9 of Swords, for example, if you feel like you've been trying to problem solve at night, you got to let go of that energy because you are not going to figure out your problems before you go to sleep. Sleep is meant for you to recharge and also to reprogram your subconscious mind to win the next day, not to fail. And nighttime is a moment of calm, peace, tranquility. Like before you sleep and when you wake up first thing in the morning, you want to be in a state of being, right? Not in a state of particle or matter or fear, but in a state of being. You want to be in a state of love, creation, learning. That energy right there, how you do anything is how you do everything. And when you wake up first thing in the morning, the last thing you want to do is just first thing figure out how to figure out my problems. The first thing you want to do is just be like, ask yourself, how can I connect to my higher self? Because when you're connected to your higher self, everything will get easy. You want to know how to get rich? You're waiting for a download, an idea. That idea will only come to you when you connect to your higher self. So, don't do the same old and expect a different result. And right now, same thing at nighttime. When nighttime comes and you're in bed and you're putting your head down and you're trying to sleep, but then you're thinking of, oh, my bills, my worries, my thoughts. Instead of that, use Neville Goddard's technique of reprogramming your subconscious mind, and whatever it is that scares you, instead think of how that is the exact opposite of that. So imagine like before you go to sleep, you're thinking of, oh man, I don't know how to pay my bills off. I'm never going to get rich. I have money problems. Rather than think of that, think of how you actually have enough money to pay your bills, right? And think of you paying off all your bills. So I'll give you an example. Visualize you looking at your phone, looking at the banking app, looking at it, and then you see $10 million in there. And then you're looking at your checking account, there's 10 million in there. And then you go to that 10 million and then you transfer over, $1,000 here, there, 100,000 here, there, whatever. Pay off all your mortgages, all your lines of credit, and you look at your phone and you still have $9.5 million. And you're like, and then you have that money and you're like, I never have to work another day in my life. This is amazing. I have a safety net. I'm okay. That energy right there, because your mind cannot tell the difference between real and fake if it feels real. Placebo effect proven that, right? So it's like, go to sleep knowing everything's going to be okay, because when you wake up the next day, you reprogram your subconscious mind to win rather than fail. Now you have Badger Spirit. This is beautiful. I love her. She is my favorite ever. Look at how fearless she is. I have a wiener dog. Her name is Susie Q. She has this look in her eye. Look at that. So this is about being fearless and bold. And right now your angels are reminding you that you are a spiritual being who's been reincarnated thousands of times. This is not your first rodeo. You've had thousands of businesses, thousands of marriages. Nothing scares you. Your ego is as old as your avatar. Your ego is petrified. Your ego is as old as what your driver's license says. Everything is new. So anything that happens, your ego is like, oh my goodness. Then for example, you ever have that friend that like, when you drop a dish, they're like, oh, and they make a big fuss about it. Or if you're like, say that like the bus is late, you're like, oh my goodness, we're going to be late, or anything, right? It's just like everything is so dramatic with them. That is your ego. Your ego is petrified. So when your ego makes a big deal out of something, it's only because it doesn't have experience, right? You've been there before. You're cool, calm, and collective. And right now, Spirit was reminding you to connect more with your higher self and less with the ego. Now, speaking of higher self, you got the Lovers card here, and you got the Page of Cups. This right here is really the energy you're looking for. I do see here a very strong bond, connection, just beautiful empathic energy between you and someone that is definitely on your level. And I do see here that you and this person are very, again, in sync and coherent with each other's energy. You want to be around each other's energy. And there's a synergistic vibration between the two of you that every time you're around them, you feel like you're learning something. Every time you're around them, you feel like, your day, is getting lit up. Like their smile just makes you happy. And if you feel like you haven't met this person yet, I do feel like this person will enter your life in the near future. But right now, being in love with this energy, understanding that Spirit wants to see you happy. It is your birthright to be with your soulmate. It is your birthright to be with someone that is going to make you happy and really bring this energy into your life, and to not settle. And I do feel like right now, if you feel like you've been settling or in a relationship, or you've been telling yourself, I am unlucky when it comes to love, that needs to stop immediately. That energy right there, that has to end, because you are, first off, very lucky when it comes to love, but we're also all figuring out experiences, right? We're also caught up in the matrix, learning lessons, some of it joyful, some of it painful. Right now, I do see here, there are some experiences with Snake Spirit that has led me to believe that it is time to heal within you. So maybe you have a little bit of trauma that you've been dealing with, and you're having a hard time letting go. And this trauma is maybe preventing you from shining and being your authentic, genuine self. But unless we deal with this trauma and not just bury it, it's always going to be there. We're always going to feel like something is wrong and something is holding us back. So in order to not feel like something is wrong, you have to look at what the root cause of the situation is. So for example, if you have a toothache, don't just tell yourself, I'm going to go to the dentist. Be like, I'll go to the dentist, but why did I have that toothache? Oh, maybe it's all the sugar I'm eating, right? So what is the root cause? In this case, it's a shadow. Deal with that shadow and everything else will start making sense. All right, final message for Gemini. Final message from the universe for Gemini. Nope. Let's do one more shuffle. Final message for Gemini. All right, so the message is expansion. And it's number 12, 1, 2. That's a synchronicity. So expansion. Let's see, what does the universe want you to know? You are continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in your life. Attune and align yourself with the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. There are many settings that will provide for inner development and expansion. Pay attention to everything that is going on around you and the effect it is having on you. Consider environmental issues for this use as an opportunity for new studies. It is a good idea to recognize the need for extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies so you are ready for the important messages and opportunities. Just as in nature, you too have seasons of growth. So right now, this is the time to expand. You can only expand when you let go of the familiar past and instead you focused on the present, which will lead to a vision of the future. So right now, bring your awareness to the now, right? The universe is telling you to look at things from the perspective of growth. I know we got to start saying no to good and yes to great. So say no to good and start saying yes to great. All right, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, honor your soul.